You're right, you're right, Captain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the one. I feel
So
like
why do you keep sucking this Lex's dick?
So sorry, just to clarify, it's 2 hours now since you got booted. You're still
Yeah.
wanging on about it. It
You
really
know what?
seems like
I
you
just
have
can't.
the
I can't
issue.
believe it. I just can't believe why you'd let someone on a podcast and then ban them when you're losing. It's
It's not a
mental.
podcast. It's
Okay.
TikTok.
Well, whatever it is, a stream, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you've let me in. You've spoke to me. You've added someone on to shout over me, then kick me. I mean, what is the point of that?
I mean, firstly, the person you spoke to, I don't speak for either of these people. They're their own people.
Yeah.
I support the stream clearly, but I don't speak for them. But you've obviously never been to watch it before. I'm
No,
guessing.
I got into it through Greavesy. He told me about him.
If you
I've been speaking to him on Instagram, but yeah.
So if you had watched it before, you would understand that it isn't a debate, and before you mock that, obviously you're going to talk about that in a minute.
I fucking am, you know me. Yeah.
The reason they stress that so much is because it is genuinely supposed to be an educational space. It's not for clicks, it's not for views, there are some people that are part of that platform now that were really heavily red-pilled that are now not, and they are really invested in helping other people do the same. That is all. So there are also moderators. I'm sure you have moderators.
I actually don't have moderators, to be fair.
Fair enough. Okay, it's a big platform. Some people do, some people don't. Whatever. One of the people you spoke to is a moderator. That's why she came up in the box.
Yeah.
There's people in Lex supports women. That's what his platform is.
But the problem is, you said that it's education, but all she done was shout over me and didn't give me a chance to talk. How is that education? That sounds more of a debate to me. No?
You can't think back to anything you said that was problematic at all?
No, I was talking about how a woman led me on, and I'll share my experiences. What was problematic about that? Do you want me to lie or what?
No. I mean, you're in, you've got your experience from your point of view. Do you want to know why people said that there were so many red flags involved in what you said?
I would love to know, yeah.
So, I know your narrative is very much that I haven't seen these messages, so, I can't comment to what was said, but the way you described that happened, you said that you spoke to somebody, you met them in a bar, you then spoke to them over the week, and you were led to believe you prefixed this conversation with that this woman owed you something because she'd been talking to you all week. That's not how it goes.
Right, and I specified that you saying about how people don't owe you anything is to try to justify a woman's shitty behavior, because we never ever hear about men not owing anyone anything. You can't, right, keep using, a woman doesn't owe you anything every time she does something shitty. It doesn't wash. No, it does.
Anything.
No. 1 second. You're using it in the wrong context, right? If someone's lying in bed saying, "Oh, I've got no money," no, you can say that. You can't say that somebody doesn't owe you anything when a woman does something shitty, and it is only when a woman does it. We never hear about men not doing it.
You're making a relationship transactional, and that's not how it works.
So
if you want a successful relationship, it cannot be transactional.
So if somebody so if somebody doesn't owe you anything, why would they be leading somebody on for a week? What sense? What connection does that have? You're using it in the wrong context. That's what I'm trying to say. You're using it in the wrong context.
You said she owed you something at the start of the conversation.
I said she led me on. When did I say that somebody owed me something?
So the things you were saying, it was very much like, I've spoke to her this many times, so therefore she owes me a shag, and that is not how it works.
What? I never said somebody owes me a shag.
No, but that is how you made it sound, and that is why people were
so me saying somebody is leading me on, me stating facts equals me wanting a shag. Can you explain that one, please? That doesn't make sense.
The way you described it, like
What?
it was like,
Okay.
therefore, I did this, she did this, therefore, this should have been what happened. What else would you think? Someone
No.
talking to you,
Okay.
you used her complimenting you as an example of how she led you on. Women celebrate people. Women celebrate. I tell my female friends that they look fit because they often do. Like, and women
Okay.
mean a compliment as a compliment. There's not a hidden agenda.
Okay.
Some women are not. There's going to be problematic women, just like there's problematic men. There will be people that treat people like shit. There will be women that treat people like shit. There is no denying that happens. Like, some women can be shitty. There's no doubt about that. But this whole narrative of, oh, she spoke to me for a week, so you have an expectation she's going to sleep with you.
So what would you say? Right. Okay. No one said anything about sleeping. You're making stuff up. So
No,
you're
but
not. You're
how
making. Who
could she
said
have led
anything?
you on then?
How's okay? I'll explain it again. Yeah, because somebody wanted to talk over me. Okay. So they gave me their number. They've messaged me back and forth, asking me questions for a week. Okay. So if somebody wasn't leading somebody on, they would say within the first or second or third message, it was nice meeting you. I don't want anything further, or they just wouldn't reply. Anything more than that is leading somebody fucking on. It's obvious, it's common sense, right?
No,
And then let me just ask you this. Would you be saying the same thing if I was gay and a man was doing it? No, you wouldn't. No, you fucking wouldn't. And I'll be willing
you're
to
assuming a whole fucking
test
lot
that.
I'm going to say that.
I would be willing to test that theory out as well, to be honest.
I mean, you can test whatever theory out.
How was she leading me on? Because she was saying about meeting. So
Okay, right. So how is that?
okay.
How does that?
Okay, what does leading someone on? Okay. Explain to me what leading someone on means then. Let's hear what you
If
you
she
think
was
leading someone on.
sending you
Right.
messages saying, I can't wait till we do this, this, and this, as if you were going to be in a relationship or you were going to have sex or it was going to be a casual thing.
Why does it need to be sex with someone leading someone on though?
I didn't say.
The conversation keeps going back to sex? Why does it keep going back to sex?
I used 3 examples. You picked the sex one out.
Okay, so a woman that has no intentions of meeting you but keep texting you and saying she's going to meet you is not leading you on. Okay, thank you. Okay, fair enough. Whatever you say.
People are friends, right? Like, friendship exists.
Oh my god. You're just going to keep justifying everything they do. Like, it's just a waste of time. It really is. Mate, if somebody wasn't leading you on, they would tell you straight they're not interested. It's anything more, they're leading you on.
So is a woman never
to be
allowed
fair,
to have friends
or if they
again?
stated their intentions from the get-go.
Sorry, is a woman never allowed to have friends ever again if they are? So I have lots of people. I have friends that are male. I'm married. I have friends that are male and female, and am I not allowed to have those male friends now?
But she didn't state that she wanted. She didn't state that she wanted to be friends until after 7 days when she'd already led me on.
Maybe
so
she
that's
didn't
not.
know, and you didn't.
Maybe
pass
she
the
didn't
vibe
know.
check.
Okay. Okay
No,
then.
But
Yeah.
honestly, sometimes people don't know. She didn't. Like, you might not have known. You might have changed your mind after a week. Why is it a problem that someone's changed their mind?
Never changed my mind in my life unless I've met the person. That's weak. That is weak. That is very weak.
I mean, you realize you say quite a lot of problematic things, right?
And you realize you keep making excuses for fucking women.
Right.
I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. We never
Hold
ever
on.
hear. Okay, why do we never hear these excuses? But okay, why do we never? Why do we?
You have used so many fucking problematic words in the time I've been here. Maybe you just said a few of them, and she just thought, "Fuck me, I'm out here."
No, I never.
No.
I've got the whole conversation. So now you're making up stuff again. So you're trying to have a debate with me, but you've making up stuff the whole time. You're talking about sex when no one said anything about sex. Okay, let me ask you this question. Okay, so let me ask you this question, yeah? No, I don't think I'm Ed Matthews, L. So at the end of the day, right, why do we never hear about men not owing anyone anything? I've never heard it in my life. Why have we never heard it?
You're on YouTube wanking on about it now. Sort your shit out. Do it
yourself.
Do
you know what I'm saying?
Women don't need to do your work for you. We don't. Okay. We're talking about our rights. Go talk about your own fucking rights. It was International Man's Day.
But we're talking about double standards. We're talking about double standards.
No, no. We're saying,
And listen,
we
Autumn,
don't want this.
you need to remove your filters, you fat ugly bastard. Autumn, you need to remove your filters. And another thing is, yeah, and another thing I don't understand is why do these women keep moaning that they can't find someone, but keep going to these same drug dealers, these same abusers
I don't know
every
who these
single
made up
time?
women
There's
you're
no
talking about are.
coincidence. There's no coincidence that they just keep going for the same men. There's no
Sorry,
coincidence.
who are all these women that are going? I mean, do you
Loads and
just
loads of women. What,
exclusively know drug
you want me to
dealers?
name
Because
you every
that
single
seems
one?
like a
You
you
want me to
thing.
name you every single one?
No, you're saying that women all do this, and your mad example that people are in prison with girlfriends. They might have been in a relationship before they went to prison.
Yes,
Like
but
some
they go
people.
for drug dealers, they go for abusers, and they go for these
Oh
toxic
my god!
men. There's
Do you know
no.
what?
They
Most
moan.
people wouldn't
They
even
moan
know
about
how to
men.
meet a drug dealer. Like,
They
you're
moan.
unrealistic.
They moan about men, right? But it's the men that they choose that they like, and then they generalize. Like me, I'll tell you why I generalize women
Some
because I've
people,
never been
some
shown.
people make bad
I'll
choices. Of
explain it to you.
course.
I'll explain. I will tell you why I generalize women because I've gave them the benefit of the doubt for years, and they all seem to be the fucking same. Now, women, they choose these men that they keep banging. They will literally go for these men. They don't come across these men. They go for these men. And yeah, okay, there might be loads of creeps and loads of bad men, but there is genuine people that try with them and they're not interested. So shut up and stop moaning about fucking men because we're sick of hearing it.
So why? Sorry, your issue seems to be that people, yeah, from what you've said, they sound like bad choices. Like I don't know why someone would want to get involved with someone like that. However,
You should know you're a
you're
woman, huh?
suggesting,
Okay.
no, I'm happily married, and honestly, and none of those things you've said even stack up close to the shit hot man my husband is. So let's not do that. And do you know what? You banged on quite a lot about how they say it's their personality. I'm very lucky. My husband's fit and has a great personality. But people mean that. Women do mean that. Like, you will, any relationship that has longevity has to have more than physical attraction. And they do mean that. They know that. Like, if you're having an issue and it's people saying they want someone with a different personality, they don't like your personality. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
okay, but did you hear about the Tinder experiment I told Lex?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, so basically, right, there was this thing where they put a profile of an average guy on Tinder. I think it was Tinder, and he was trying to get like a woman and that, and he was struggling. No matter what he was trying, he was struggling. And then they done a picture. They made a profile of a better looking guy, and he was telling these women that he was
Oh,
a
yeah, I
sex
did catch
predator.
the end of that bit.
So
Yeah.
that very much contradicts. And I've done my own
Okay.
experiments on
So
this as
this
well.
Tinder
I've done my
experiment,
experiments as well.
how
Yeah.
many women are we talking?
Quite a few, mate. Quite a
No,
few.
any
So
numbers. You
it's
said you were going to go
it's
away and find the source, as I
so
recall.
it's definitely a physical
Did you
thing,
not
even
have
though
time to
women
do
never
that in
want
the
to.
last 2 fucking hours you've been wanging on?
I
Like,
mean, no, I haven't. But so
okay, get
why
the
is that
source
then?
now. We can.
So why is that then? Why is that?
I don't know. I'd like to hear more about it. So I'm
And did you
engaging
hear
with it.
about the
Cool.
person? Now, did you hear about the
No.
person that I met
I've
3 weeks
asked you
ago
for.
as well? That
I've
was another
asked you.
example. Yeah.
I've asked
Okay.
you for more information about a study that you've quoted. I deal in fact, because if we both want to anecdote off, we can do that. But it makes no difference because I could make it up and you can make it up. Like, it doesn't matter. We can both say, and we can have a shit life off Olympics, or we can say, this has happened to me. Let's just deal in facts. So come on, where's this Tinder study?
I'll show you it if you want. I'll put it up on
Yeah,
YouTube.
please.
I will do. I will do after this live stream. I
No,
will do.
now. Like,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it
I
right
know.
now.
Are you
I'll
not
have to
able to
find it. I will find it.
multitask?
I will find it for you. I'm not
Okay,
doing it
what's
right
it
now. I'll
called?
find it for
Or
you.
I can Google because actually I can multitask
I'll
really.
find it for
So
you. It's on my phone. I'll find it for you. It's not a problem at all, mate. I've put enough shit on this channel. I don't think you realize I put a lot. I put a lot of
oh no, we've
videos
all
and shit on
been
this
looking
channel
at your
where
videos.
women have led people on and stuff. Where women have led people on. Yeah. So
Right. So Tinder
and I'll
experiment.
show you
Yes.
some
So
more
I'm just
examples.
gonna
Yeah,
Google
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll do
experiment
even more experiments if you want
women.
me to. Yeah.
I don't. What, you're gonna get your own fucking lab out and do some experiments? What are you on
I will
about?
do. I fucking will do. Yeah.
The problem is you're the test and you're
Okay.
hugely problematic. No one's going to
Okay.
want to say yes to you.
But again, it's a very physical thing, because when you pretend to be a child predator and you're better looking, these women have no problem. Contradicts the whole they go for personality, is my whole point. It's bullshit. Yeah. And this is what I was saying to Lex, right? Yes, men are shallow. We never said that men are shallow, but women will reject a guy for having blue eyes and not green eyes. They're the most shallow people out there, mate. They are. They generally are. And I have no problem proving it.
No one's
They are.
saying that people don't have types. Like, no one's saying that. Like,
Yeah.
no one's arguing that. You find people
They're
attractive for
not.
different reasons.
No. But women have got unrealistic expectations, and they
What do
will
you think women want?
literally. I told you what I think they want.
Mr. Eternally Single, you know what women
Yeah.
want, yeah?
How many women have I met over the years? I don't think you really know,
None of
do
them
you?
have stuck, though, have they?
Okay,
So
I have met none of. So I have not met any of these women more than once. So okay. So
I
you
didn't
okay?
say you hadn't.
Right.
I don't know.
So if I
But
was
they're
in
not
one,
with you now, is what
so if
I'm
I was in
saying.
one or two relationships, does that automatically mean I would know all about every single woman? Then I don't catch your logic with that. Elaborate a bit more with that one, please. So do I need to be in 2 or 3 relationships to? I don't understand.
Have you had a long-term relationship?
No. Do I need one?
I mean, it sort of suggests there's a bit of a problem. How old are you?
Yeah, women have got unrealistic standards. I will prove this to you. Yeah, and I will prove it to you.
Sometimes a shit person just can't get a partner. Like you.
Okay. Well,
Do you
explain these.
understand that,
Okay. Explain
the
the drug
things you
dealers and the
said?
women. Explain the drug dealers and the women beaters. Explain them. Explain how these people have women. Can you explain it?
Most people that
Explain
experience
it.
domestic violence, I'm explaining it.
Okay.
You just couldn't let me finish, which I imagine you don't let any women finish, whether that's in bed or talking.
Wasn't the last woman shouting over me then kicked me? Or did you dismiss that bit before I let you finish? Okay. She shouted over me. She shouted over me.
As fuck.
She shouted over me and I got kicked out. Yeah, everyone saw that. Okay, continue.
I mean, okay, cool. That's what you think.
No, that's what I know. I was
the
there.
reality. You were
okay,
shouting.
so hold on.
You got
She wasn't shouting over
talking.
me. So she wasn't
She
shouting over
shouted
me.
at you.
No,
Yeah.
she was shouting over me, so I couldn't talk.
You were saying predatory things. She was shouting at you.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Continue, anyways.
Most people that experience domestic violence, the person does not show themselves as someone that is a violent person when they start the relationship. That is a fact. You can look it up.
Really?
What do you mean? Really? I can.
But
I have facts.
There's no way these women can go for drug dealing and abusive men. There's no way they can keep going back to them. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry, man. There's no way.
The problem is, once you're in that relationship, do you understand how they work? Have you done much research into them?
No, I'm stupid. I don't know anything.
I didn't call you stupid. I'm not.
No, I know. I'm telling
you
that I'm stupid. I don't know
are.
anything. No, I don't know anything.
And just for future reference, whilst we're doing this, when you're saying things like "I'm not stupid," that's an ableist thing, which is a problematic thing. Like some of the things you said, calling gay people faggots and things like that. Those are things that will make women not like you and decent humans not like you. Frankly.
Well, let me tell you something. Women have got a really stinking bad attitude, and I can prove that on some of my approaching videos that I've done.
That doesn't excuse you calling people faggots.
So what do you think about their attitude?
Some accountability.
What do you think about their stinking attitude? Because we never hear about. I'm not homophobic.
You were calling people faggots.
But the thing is,
think that's a slur?
Okay. Now you're saying about me and whatever, but I have met so many women with disgusting, horrible, entitled attitude. Let's talk about that. Because we don't touch on that enough times. You want to try and blame. See, the thing is with you people, right? You like to try and blame the man for everything. That's what you're. That's what. Yes, you do. Okay, then why are you sat there saying about what I've said when we all know that women are dickheads? They are absolute dickheads, and I will prove it. If I have to put up, if I need to put up every single one of this screenshot again,
a man.
This yeah. I will do it.
Person a faggot, or you said you called someone a retard, like you or a spastic.
Yeah.
Was
them people were slating me. Them people were slating me.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. Yes, it does matter.
No, it
does.
Because those people are not those communities that you're slagging off. So you're just using other communities that are marginalized to offend other people, and that's
Terry, listen,
problematic.
Terry, listen. Yeah, don't make me come to your area again and fight you again, you sad little bastard. Yeah.
So you asked about why do they go back to people that are domestically violent.
Yes.
The way that works is it starts off slow. And I'm not saying men haven't experienced domestic violence before you ask that. There is cases of it. There are. It's significantly different in numbers, but it does happen. And I'm not deterring anything from that. It's shit, whoever it happens
Get
to.
owned, mate. The only thing that gets owned is you, Terry, you fucking broke little fucking tramp. And yeah, another thing is, so I'm more than happy to put these messages up of where these women are being dickheads, which contradicts the whole, oh, women want somebody that's a good person. They're not good people. I can prove they're not good people. And if I have
Do
to
you
put
think she
every
could have
single,
watched some of your
if
videos
I
in the
if
meantime?
I have to put every single message up of these dickhead women up, I will do it. Don't try and say they want someone with a positive attitude. They
Okay,
are
but
dickheads.
is it possible any of these women have watched some of your content in the meantime?
No, there's not. And do you want me to put all of this stuff up and prove you wrong? I will happily do it. Again, I'll happily do it again.
I mean, you
You
said this about the
constantly, I
Tinder
mean,
thing, and
even
I'm
from the
still waiting
start,
on it.
you won't even admit when a woman's leading someone on, for
I
fuck's
don't.
sake. You've got 1,000,001 excuses for them. It's
I don't. Honestly, if
pathetic.
she led you on, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, but stop defending them
Yours.
cunts. They're dickheads. I don't see it, innit?
She might. Honestly, you might have just put
Yeah,
her off
yeah,
with your
yeah,
personality, or she might have been
yeah.
leading you on.
Mm.
I can't speak for
What
another
about the
person.
women that have got stinking dirty attitudes? What about them women that apparently go for personality? What about them stinking dirty women? What about them? Come on.
I
You're
mean,
saying that women, no, no,
you're
no, no, no.
asking
You're
me to
just
answer for
saying,
a. I don't even
you're
know who you're
saying
talking
women go
about.
for personality. What about these stuck up women that have got no personality? What about them? Let's
What's
touch on
making
them.
these women stuck up?
Mate,
I
I
mean, you're
have
not
got
giving me any
people,
information to
listen,
go
mate,
on.
I have got people where I've tried to speak to them and they've been stuck up straight away. Make it make sense when you're saying
I
women
mean, I
go
can't
for
make you make
personality.
sense. So, like, how are
Oh,
they
so you're
stuck
backing out
up?
now, really? Yeah?
No,
So
how are
what?
you? I'm still happy to talk about this. So tell
No,
me, how are they stuck up? What are they saying that makes them
their
stuck up?
attitude.
Okay,
You
is
know,
that
there's
by
no
any
point
chance them
explaining it because
holding you accountable?
you're just gonna keep defending them. So there's no point. You've got your way of thinking. Women don't lead people on; they
Oh,
go for
and I'm the
personality.
one that's
And I
backed
will
out.
show everything that they have done. Yeah,
I'm the one that's backed out, and you're like, I know I'm never gonna change your mind. You're just gonna
you're
keep
an idiot,
defending
man.
them.
You're an absolute idiot. Women don't go for personality. They're more stuck up and shallow than men. You're delusional. You're delusional. If you really want to keep on this channel, I'll put everything up. I don't care.
Yeah, go on then.
You know,
Put it
I
up.
will do.
Like, I I can only tell you what the facts say, what the government reports say on things that have happened, and I
Yeah,
can only
that's right.
obviously tell you about my own experience.
And I
Maybe
can tell
get
you about
better
my
friends and
experiences
date
as
better
well, and I can tell you
people.
about mine, and I can tell you
Well,
about mine as well.
maybe
I mean, I
you're
can
very
show mine
happy
as
to
well.
blame all these women,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
and say that women keep picking the wrong men. Yet
yeah.
you seem to be picking people like that don't work out. Like, have you thought maybe you're
Mm.
an issue in this factor?
I mean, there's videos where I've literally said one word to someone and they've been stuck up. So not really, no.
But what was the word?
Hi, how are you? Um, you look
Okay,
nice
but
today. Yeah, really.
okay.
Like, don't get me putting all of this
No,
stuff
I'm
up again.
asking for context.
Yeah,
I,
you
I'm
know.
asking. So, was this on a dating app? Was this via message? Is it
In real
someone you
life,
knew?
no, I don't meet people on dating apps. I just meet people I meet people in real life. Yeah.
So, do you know what's going on in that person's life that day, and that they might not want to talk to someone?
Mm, yeah. But the problem is they're moaning that they can't find men.
Right.
That's the problem. And the thing is, one second, I don't know, and it doesn't even matter because they're never honest anyways. They don't sit there and say, oh, they don't want to speak to someone. They lead people on and play games. So whatever's going on in their life doesn't justify it. And when you see these screenshots, you will know, won't you?
Your screenshots, I
What
mean,
could
they'd
possibly,
have to be absolutely wild to change
mate,
my mind, but
what
fine.
could be going right through someone's mind or in their life where they have to just constantly lead people on and take the piss? I mean, I've had people blatantly troll me over WhatsApp. What's going on, bro? But like blatantly done it as well. Yeah.
What do you mean troll you?
What I mean, they've literally trolled me. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You don't know
Well,
what trolling means?
how is that to do? I do, but how is that to do with women? Like, I don't understand.
Because it was the women that was trolling me.
About what?
But when I've got their number and stuff, trolling me, saying that they were going to meet and then they never. What's possibly going on in their life, bro? That's making them do that. Is someone putting a gun up to their head, making them do this every day?
Do you know much about flight, fright, freeze, and fawn?
Go on.
So I don't know how much you look into any of this stuff. 1 in 3 women has been sexually assaulted.
Right. Yeah, I know about that.
As a trauma response, various things can happen. You will either freeze, fight, your flight, or sometimes there's a fawn. And the fawn is where you go into a self-protection mode and you sort of, I don't know, you try to de-escalate the situation is the best way I could describe it. So people, and this is not me saying this is you, just to be very clear, but if they've gone through a traumatic experience recently and they're in those throes and they just freeze and they just are too scared to say no, and I'm not saying it's because they're scared of you, they might just be
Okay.
too scared because the last person that they said no to beat the shit out of them or raped them. So
Hmm.
there might be reasons for it. 1 in 3 women
Right.
can't be harmed that often. If you know women in your life, you must know, like most women you know will be able to tell you about an experience that's happened to them. And
Right.
and it's not, this man is a shit man, or he doesn't earn
Okay.
enough money, or he's not, look, it is, they've been from a, it starts in school from a teacher saying
Right.
something dodgy to you. Like, I can only tell you one thing that, like, my teacher said to me, which was, I used to go to a swimming pool and he would say to me as a 14-year-old girl in front of the whole class, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on today, Sarah. As if that isn't really fucking problematic. That wasn't even the first experience, and that was not even like, I barely remember that. That's just because it it's so often that these things happen. From going out having your arse grabbed all the time, you, like, to the, if you
But
say, if I go into a live like Lex's, do you know how many death threats I get after muting someone that day? Maybe 3
right.
from men.
But here's but
Um,
here's the
that I
thing,
have to
though.
report to the police because they escalate so much. So this isn't just
Right.
someone saying, like, I don't know, I've got a thick skin. Like, I don't really give a shit about most things, but this is people that escalate and it gets to the point where it's sinister. And that's a day. So if
Hmm.
you think I'm really lucky, like I have a husband and sons, and the men I know in my life are brilliant, but
So
they're
what
not
you
all the men in the world.
so what you're saying is then why are they leading people on over messages? I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying. You're saying that they can't trust people because of what you've said, but that doesn't justify them leading people on. That's got nothing to do with anything. You're failing to stick to the
Okay,
subject. And
have you ever?
before you talk,
No, no.
when they do come across, like, I can give you an example. 3 weeks ago, where I've met someone and they messaged me on Snapchat. We was going back and forth for 2. Now, bear in mind, I don't care anymore. I don't expect anything. Now they turned around and said to me about how you're this, you're that, you're everything that somebody would want to be with, but they're not interested. So at the end of the day, it's even when they come across people that are not like that, they're not interested, so they can't moan. And also, it doesn't mean, and also, so when they come across someone that's not like all of these men that they're claiming, then they're still not interested. So what do you want? It doesn't make sense.
So have you ever
It doesn't make sense.
asked? No, So have you ever, after this has happened, asked what? Like, have you ever asked what went wrong with the
The last
person?
one I
Or
didn't know. They turned around and said to me that you're sweet, you're this. Thanks for coming up to me that day. Now this is an example. Now they were saying all of these things. Now surely to God, you would give someone a chance. I mean, I would if someone's come up to me and they're all of these things, I would give them a chance. They haven't. I don't care, but I'm saying if I was to put myself in their shoes, wouldn't they want that? Especially if someone's come up to them. But so what?
But why? So, what was the right thing for her to do in that situation?
What was the
Because
right
she's
thing? I
obviously
mean,
not interested in you anymore. Whether she
right.
was or wasn't, I can't speak for her. You can't speak for her. What was the right thing to do at the point she didn't want to be with you? What was the
Not
right thing?
not respond back or respond back saying, yeah, it was nice to meet you, and that's it. And also, um, please do not complain that you can't find a normal nice guy.
Did
That's
she?
what does me. They do. Women, they
No, no. Did she?
generally do. They generally moan and whinge and complain. But yeah, to answer your question, just reply once or twice, and that's it. And then just say,
But
then
what if
that's
she
fine.
didn't know until she'd spoken to you for a few days? Like, just because she didn't
Me,
immediately say no,
okay. I mean, know what? No, know what?
if
Know what
she
exactly?
if something was going to grow out of it, like she doesn't know, you don't know. You only time tells you that. Like, if she didn't immediately,
But there was no time.
so
There was
you've
no
just
time.
said how
You
long
didn't
she
even.
led you on for.
I mean, I'm not saying she led me on, but I said that would have been the right thing to do. I'm saying that she's saying that I'm all of these things. Now I'm saying that if I found a woman, because very much what I do all of these years is I'm trying to find a woman that's not toxic, that's not all of these things, but they all seem to be the same. No matter what people say, women always prove they're the same. You can say something different. Fucking Henry up the road can say something different, but they will always prove that they're all the same. So if I very much come across somebody that wasn't all the same, I'd be fucking happy, especially if they'd come to me. But she, for some reason, said that she
So do
wasn't
you
interested.
think,
So it's crazy, isn't it? Really?
honestly, do you ever reflect on some of the stuff you posted online and regret it? Because there's some pretty bad stuff on there.
Mm, no, no,
Right, okay. So
I don't.
in the nicest possible sense, how do you expect to attract a nice person when you're threatening violence constantly? You did threaten Kitty. I came into it here and you said, and it wasn't the American one. I
It
was
was
here for the
American.
whole. No, no, no,
Yes, it
don't do that.
was. Yes, it
You
was.
did it about
Yes, it
both
was.
of them because you said she's lucky I didn't go to Scotland. So you were definitely not talking about the American one.
No,
So
it was America. It was definitely the America. I would admit it. I would admit it. If it was her, I would admit it. Why would I
okay,
deny it? If I've already
irrespective,
said
why
one.
is it okay to threaten to kill women or men? Like, why is it okay?
because the American was a dickhead. Simple as that, isn't it? That's
People
how
can
it
be
is.
dickheads, they don't deserve to be dead. You're a
Yeah,
dickhead, you don't deserve to be dead. Like, the things you've posted, I've been in here and all you've done is talk about how you've used really offensive language about minority groups. You've talked about how you've beaten the shit out of people, or that you will beat the shit out of people and shit in
yeah.
their mouths. What sort of woman do you
You
think
know,
is going to find that attractive? In
well,
all seriousness, you
I'm
want to
saying,
attract a nice
I know,
one, don't forget.
okay,
So,
right, and I'll explain it to you. Is that these women, because of these experiences, have made me like this. Now, before you say anything, now I generally believe if anyone went through what I went through, right? Somebody would have killed someone. And I would love to know what you would be like if you had to deal with the same shit I've had with women
I mean,
for
you've got
men all of
no
these
idea
years.
what my life is like. I
You
mean,
ain't been through worse than me. So you're trying to, okay, so what you're trying to
okay,
say,
shall we
okay,
have a shit life
all right,
Olympics off?
okay, let me talk, right? Let me just say something, right?
Because I'll
I'm
win.
saying these things about women because of my experiences with them time
Okay.
and time and time again. It's warranted. All of the things that I've said is completely warranted. They have been nasty. They have been cunts. Something that you keep dismissing as usual because it
I'm
doesn't
not
suit you.
saying some women aren't cunts. There's some women that
Yeah,
I think are massive cunts, but
there's no nice women out there. So that's why
that's
you.
also untrue. I know a lot
No,
of
it
really
fucking
nice
ain't.
women.
How old are you?
43.
I'm 28, and I can guarantee you, I've got more life experience than you have.
Oh my
I,
God, you are so
I promise you.
insanely
Oh, trust me, I promise
presumptive.
you.
Well,
I
you
promise
keep
you, I have.
saying this and then you never back it up. So,
Okay.
do you want me to tell you a bit about me so we can decide who's worse off?
I can tell you, I've met more women than you have. Believe you me, mate. I might
mean,
be,
it
I might
seems
be,
unlikely.
I might be fucking, I might be,
But
bloody, 20 years your senior, but trust me,
also, whoever thinks it's funny to be 43, hopefully you'll get to 43 one day. It's hardly a slam to go, oh, you're 43.
Are you from Manchester?
No,
Well, where are you from?
the North, and I'm not giving you any more than that because you've clearly threatened people before, so that would be insane of me to give you any more information like that about myself.
Okay.
I have a condition where my joints dislocate every single day. I have to staple my own skin back together every 2 or 3 days and put the joint back in the place. So, and most of the shit experiences I've had of that is when male doctors have been really dismissive. I've been resuscitated because I've lost so much blood from endometriosis.
Is that Guna-chan? Sorry, sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean,
go on,
I
yeah.
presumed like you wouldn't probably listen anyway.
No, I'm
But
listening. Go on.
right, so I have like one of the like most minimal things that has happened, like that happens every day. My life is putting my joints back in and having to go to hospital for that. I still try and live like quite a full life, but I've had abusive step parents. There's a lot I've been through, and you can't decide that or have had a shitter life than me. Most people are carrying trauma in their life. I don't think
Yeah, and
we
you
should
don't know
get
my experiences with women, so before judging what people have said, you might want to try and walk a mile in their shoe. That's same to you then.
how can any of them have done it in the same way that
Okay,
I can't blame my husband for the man that assaulted me. You can't blame every woman.
okay,
No women are
right.
blaming every man. They're saying, can the
They're not
men that
blaming
aren't
every.
doing this stand up to the other
They're
men?
not
That's all we're
blaming.
asking.
Wait, women are not blaming every man. Are you sure about that? Because I've
Yeah.
seen many, many times where women generalize all men. Okay, now let me just tell you this, yeah. Why do you think I don't go out anymore trying to speak to women?
You
You want to
literally
know?
said you did on Monday.
Yeah,
But okay,
no,
full
it was
story.
last Thursday. Okay, and I'll explain it. And that was the first time in a very long time. Do you know why I don't go out and speak to women?
No?
Because they're all the fucking same.
Again,
I learned that. I put up with this shit for years and years and years, and I thought, this
you're
is
fucking
toxic,
late
bro.
20s, mate.
This
Like,
is toxic, mate.
grow up.
That's why I don't bother with. And why I went out on Thursday, I went out drinking. I actually went out drinking for a laugh. I done it for a laugh. You think I'm gonna bother with people that are all the same? No,
I
bro.
mean, you're
Come on.
spending so much time talking about it and being angry about it that
Because
you
I went on
obviously are
Lex's
bothered.
channel earlier. I went on.
Then why did
I
you
don't
do
keep no
that?
Autumn that I don't keep trying. I could be out today if I wanted to. I could be out tomorrow. Why am I not? I've got money. I've got the money to do it. Ask yourself, why am I not out every day? Because they're all the same. And let me tell you something. With this Thai one that I was telling you about from last week, Sarah, I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't particularly find Thai people, attractive, but I don't mind going out having a laugh, on a Saturday and not having to deal with any toxic shit. But again, they always prove to be the same bullshitters. So no one cares anymore.
What's
Yes.
an end to this conversation that's going to satisfy you? Because, like, I'm not going to say all women are shit. They're not. Like,
You don't need to, but every woman, I generally believe they're all the same.
who
And when
is
I'm when
Tian
I'm
and why
proven
do you
wrong,
think I know him?
when
Like, whoever that is in the comments, I, I don't know who you're on about. I've been married to someone since I was 25 and I'm 43. I don't know who you're talking about.
you know, so yeah. I've given women years of benefit of the doubt, and they always prove they're the same every single time. They say, do you know what I find so funny, Sarah? How you say that they're all different, right? But they
Well, of
say the
course
same
people are
stuff.
different.
But
You're
okay,
saying the
okay.
same stuff as every red pill bro that there is out there.
Bro. But can they back up what they're saying? Because I can back up what I'm saying. They can't though, can they? I'm guessing. Whoever these people are.
Who? There's
These
literally
people,
government reports on what men are doing to women. South Africa had to have a day-to-day where women left the workforce and economy in protest because so many women are being killed by their partners and by
and I don't feel
unknown men,
bad for
not
them.
just
Women
their partners.
and women are cunts, so I don't feel bad for them. So that's that. I mean,
Yeah, that's where I'm out.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
what's the
that's
point?
fine, man.
Like, if you think
Sarah,
everyone deserves that, enjoy
when
your
I'm
life.